The movie opens by showing an island. It was an island in the world that had not been discovered, meaning no one knew about it. Hundreds of years later, a Chinese oil refining company discovered the island. The company's manager approaches this island with thousands of his workers. As they start drilling for oil, they discover thousand-year-old, giant skeletons during the process. These skeletons belong to animals that do not exist today. The company's manager informs his boss about these findings. It is revealed that this boss has a keen interest in history. As a businessman, he thinks, why not turn this island into a museum? People would visit to see the historical objects, and he could earn a lot of money from it. He sends an archaeologist to search for more things on the island. Archaeologists are those who study human history and prehistory. According to the archaeologist, they detected the presence of a giant entity underground. They estimated that there was some living being beneath the surface, which was breathing. To investigate what was underground, they set off an explosion in that area of the earth. After the ground cracked open, a giant snake emerged from below. It was a female snake that had been hibernating underground for thousands of years. It was awakened by the explosion set by the archaeologists and was in a full rage. This is why it swatted all the workers away with its tail, and they fell like toys. The snake began destroying everything, resulting in the deaths of many workers. Now, the surviving workers started hearing the sound of another animal. Its howling was the loudest. From this, everyone assessed that this animal was more powerful than the previous one. Then, a giant foot is shown in the movie. Wherever it stepped with its massive feet, it crushed the workers and the area where the snake was present. It was revealed here that this dinosaur had not come to victimize the humans, rather, it was there to confront the snake. A war had been going on between dinosaurs and snakes thousands of years ago. The estimation of the whole scenario became clear. The present skeletons on this island belonged either to snakes or dinosaurs. It was discovered that this snake was the last survivor of its breed after the Thousand-Year War. On the other side, there were only 2 or 3 of these dinosaurs left. Finally, these dinosaurs and the snake wanted to end their war after 100 years of hibernation. The scene shifts, and the head of the oil refining company is shown in China, where he is telling everyone about the discovery of the new island. He tells them they have discovered some antique items there, so they are converting the island into a park. Then, a child is seen in the movie. We learn that this child is still scared because of an accident that happened in his life, and his leg is fractured as a result. His mother, named Xiao Nan, gives him 2 tickets to the park on that island. In the next scene, many visitors are seen going to the island. The head of the oil company is also among these visitors on the same bus. Then, a crow hits the bus window near the child Kai's seat. It was so giant. All the visitors, including Kai, were scared witnessing that crow, which died from hitting the window. Peering through the bus window, Kai also observed a snake creeping on the mountain. It was so big that Kai didn't understand what it was. Meanwhile, the bus driver noticed 2 large stones falling from the sky towards them. The driver swerved to the opposite side to avoid them. Consequently, their bus veered into the woods and stopped after hitting a tree, having gone out of control. Afterwards, all the visitors got out of the bus. Now, Kai, a man, and the child walk to a lake. The child begins observing other things while talking. Meanwhile, a mysterious frog-like monster on the other side eats the man by capturing him with its tongue. As Kai turns, sensing a threat, the frog-like monster was about to victimize Kai. But Kai was quick-witted, so he jumped into the water to escape. Because of this, the monster couldn't catch him. On the contrary, the archaeologist, who had accompanied these visitors, was observed. They were old people and were now inspecting the stone that had come from the sky towards their bus. They found some mucus on the stone. Examining this greenish mucus, they realized it was the saliva of a snake, leading them to estimate that there was a live, giant snake. The archaeologist tells everyone that they should leave this place as soon as possible because he knows the island is very threatening. While they were still discussing this, the previous frog-like giant monster attacks them. All the visitors panicked upon seeing the monster, as it was engulfing them one by one. They all hid in a bus that was nearby. But the frog-like monster still didn't let them go. It attacked the inside of the bus, damaging the windows with its tongue. Before the monster could engulf the people in the bus, the giant snake approached. It picked up their bus in the air, wrapping it with its tail. Meanwhile, it was seen that a girl fell from the bus and lost her breath. After this, the snake is seen peering into the bus, where all the visitors could witness this giant snake. They were all shocked, having never seen such a giant snake before. The snake started hearing the sounds of the dinosaurs as it stared at the visitors. It immediately dropped the bus with its tail and fled. All the visitors were injured from the bus falling from a height. On the other side, Kai is seen, still being chased by the frog monster. Kai concealed himself in a tree hole to evade it. As he moved down, the tree fell, due to the frog monster's touch, right where the snake's eggs were lying. It was also revealed here about the snake, it takes a 500-year-long time period to lay eggs. If it lays eggs at once, it cares for them more than its own life. As Kai looked under his feet, he observed a mysterious thing. It was actually the shed skin of the snake. Snakes shed their skin after being injured because their skin soon recovers and regenerates after shedding the old one, making them more powerful with new skin. Now Kai moved ahead, where he glimpsed the giant eggs. He had never seen such giant eggs in his life, so he was astounded. With astonishment, he stared at all the objects lying there. Suddenly, a giant dinosaur appeared there. Seeing it, Kai was also very scared and hid behind those giant eggs to escape. But the dinosaur still hadn't glimpsed Kai here. The dinosaur broke one of the snake's eggs there and ate all the material inside. In the meantime, the dinosaur also detected the presence of a human. It was Kai and moved forward to eat him. All the snake's eggs were broken as it moved forward with its heavy body. Now Kai had hidden in an eggshell to escape the dinosaur. Finally, the dinosaur searched for him again and was about to swallow him when a giant snake approached, which ate the biggest dinosaur upon arrival. But Kai was even more scared witnessing the snake, as it was bigger than the dinosaur. He was now crying in horror, thinking no one would come to rescue him from this giant snake and that it would eat him. But the snake did not take such action here. Instead, it was staring at its broken eggs. From one of the eggs, a baby snake had hatched, but it only survived for a short while. The giant snake became lamented upon seeing this and started weeping bitterly. Taking advantage of this situation, Kai ran away. Kai reached the middle of the forest while running, where he discovered the bones of many animals. Observing them, he felt fear. Moving ahead, he encountered giant plants, which were carnivorous. These plants were about to trap Kai. Somehow, Kai escaped from them, but he wasn't able to run away and fell. Just as the carnivorous plants were about to trap Kai, the snake appeared again to rescue him. But one part of those plants had pricked into the snake's body while it was rescuing Kai, causing it great pain. It was now trying to pull it out, coming before Kai, but it couldn't muster the courage to do so. Seeing this, Kai brought a bile acid from one of the plants. He also brought the stem of a plant and bound it with the plant stick pricked into the snake. Kai attempted to extract the plant stick from the snake using the stem, and the snake also moved its body with this. The plant stick was pulled out from the snake's body with a jerk. Here, Kai also realized that the snake was not harmful to him. It didn't want to victimize him. Now the snake shook a tree there as it was leaving. Some apples fell from that tree, which Kai ate. Now the group of visitors is seen again here. The group comprised Kai's mother, the archaeologist, his granddaughter, and a driver. They were searching for Kai, but it was also revealed that the visitors had split into two groups, and one group was lost. One group was struggling to find an exit with Kai, while the other group was also searching for a way out of the island. In this search, they had now reached the place shown at the beginning of the movie. They wanted to leave the island at any cost because their condition had worsened, but they couldn't find any exit point. Now they started hearing mysterious sounds. They knew this sound belonged to an animal, and from its howling, they assessed that the animal was the biggest one yet. Within a few seconds, the biggest dinosaur came there. Observing it, everyone was astonished. The head of the company asked a guide to video the dinosaur. He lifted his camera in a panic, but the dinosaur hit both of them with its tail as it was leaving, causing them to fall down. On the opposite side, the other group was observed, also looking for Kai. They discovered a giant male snake's dead body in the woods. The archaeologist estimated, upon seeing it, that it was from 500 years ago. Its body was still fresh because the scales of this snake were the strongest. After all, Kai was witnessed again. Unfortunately, he had again approached the dinosaur, which was eating the frog-like monster there. Kai was about to scream loudly in fear when his mother quickly pulled him behind a big rock, placing her hand on his lips. But the dinosaur had glimpsed everyone here. As the dinosaur opened its mouth to engulf them, they all ran away. But the dinosaur didn't stop chasing them. It was after them to victimize them. Now Kai had fallen down in this turmoil while the others had stepped ahead. When Kai's mother realized her son had fallen behind, she returned to rescue him. Meanwhile, the dinosaur hit the other three people with its tail, causing them to fall to another place. Now the dinosaur was after Kai and his mother. They both hurriedly went into a cave. As the dinosaur put its mouth in the cave to eat them, its face got trapped there, but they still weren't safe because there were two dinosaurs in front of them now. They had escaped one only to face two more. Now the two dinosaurs were moving towards their prey, Kai and his mother. They both lost all hope, thinking they would lose their lives here. The snake approached before the dinosaurs could hunt them, throwing the two dinosaurs away with its tail in a moment. Then a great war was shown between the snake and the dinosaurs. The two dinosaurs signaled with strange, loud sounds, summoning other dinosaurs to the scene. The snake was all alone here, but many dinosaurs were there to fight it. They caught the snake with their teeth upon arriving. On the other side, it is seen that the bus driver had rescued Kai and his mother and taken them away. The scene moves back to the snake, which was fighting many dinosaurs alone. Meanwhile, its body was badly bruised, but it didn't lose courage and brought about the extinction of all the dinosaurs. At the end of this war, it was witnessed that all the dinosaurs had been killed, and the snake was severely wounded but alive. Regaining its courage, it crept back to its cave somehow. It was the same cave where the snake had laid its eggs before, the place Kai had previously approached, where the snake sheds its skin. In this way, snakes not only get new skin but also new powers. During this time, they become stronger, and the skin shedding process was happening with this snake. Kai's group, on the other hand, was seen. They also included the archaeologist. They had reached that place after barely leaving the woods, where the archaeologist was astonished, seeing the giant skeletons there. According to him, he had spent his whole life searching for such objects but had never discovered anything like this until now. This archaeologist tells everyone here that there are two types of species skeletons here, meaning a fight occurred between two species. The skeletons of the victims of that war were seen here. And Kai, who was wandering here and there among all these things, found a camera lying on the ground. He was very afraid watching its video. Actually, this camera belonged to that visitor who was asked to make the video by the company owner. As Kai removed the camera from his eyes, the owner of the company was looking at him weirdly. Seeing him, Kai was suddenly frightened. Suddenly, that man captured Kai tightly and said to everyone, putting a knife to Kai's neck, "No one can leave this island among all of you. You all will have to die here. If anyone moves outside from here, then the reality of this island will be exposed to everyone, and this island will be banned. And I have invested billions of dollars on this island." A dinosaur appeared again during their conversation. Witnessing it, they all ran away. They all had gone away, but the owner of the company was in a full rage. So he stood determined before the dinosaur rather than leaving. But his boldness was in vain because the dinosaur crushed him under its foot with a jerk. Now the remaining visitors had seated themselves in a jeep here. The driver reversed his jeep as the dinosaur was about to attack them, so they were safe from this attack. But the dinosaur was not ready to let them go at all. The dinosaur was moving towards them with the same speed as they were driving their jeep. The driver was driving the vehicle around the dinosaur. They were trying to keep themselves in a safe zone from the dinosaur, but the dinosaur became very aggressive in return. Now it spun its tail forcefully. Consequently, a lying stone broke into many pieces and flew through the air towards their jeep. The driver turned his vehicle to the opposite side to avoid this, but he hadn't seen that there was a great rock in front of where he turned. Their vehicle stopped there after crashing into it. In this way, they stopped right before the dinosaur arriving there, but their luck was with them because the snake had come here. With a little attack from the snake's tail, that dinosaur was thrown away. As was told before, the snake had gained more strength after shedding its skin again. Now it was looking very aggressive. It was understood that this snake and dinosaur were the last of their species. They were now face to face to end their species war that started thousands of years ago. They were equally powerful and were fighting violently, but neither was going to accept defeat. The dinosaur had thrown the snake onto a rock by catching its tail in its teeth and lifting it up. The snake was trying to get up again. At the same time, Kai's mother was seen fixing many explosives in the vehicle. They also knew that the dinosaurs were trying to eat them while the snake was rescuing them. So she said to the archaeologist, "I will drive this vehicle to the dinosaur. As I jump out of the vehicle, you explode the explosives set in this vehicle." Afterward, it was seen that Kai's mother had done the same. The archaeologist had the remote for the explosives, but it wasn't working in his hand. Now the driver played a trick here. He smeared oil on a cloth, tied it to a stick, and ran from there after igniting the cloth on the stick, intending to throw that stick into the vehicle. Being badly wounded, he was unable to move more than a few steps. So the archaeologist's granddaughter ran to the vehicle holding that stick, but she fell down after being struck by a stone coming through the air. Now only Kai was left to accomplish this task, so he ran towards that place quickly. His leg braces broke because of running fast, so he stumbled, but he didn't lose heart. He needed to carry this out soon. He restored his courage and stood up on his fractured leg, which was bandaged. He ran to lift that stick without any support, the stick that was flaming. Kai's mother got excited, observing Kai running without any support. At last, that vehicle exploded with Kai's help, Because of this, the dinosaur's attention was diverted towards them. The snake seized the opportunity and instantly attacked the dinosaur's neck, ending the dinosaur by catching and fracturing its neck with its mouth. Consequently, this 1,000-year-old war was now won by the snake. Kai's mother was overjoyed at Kai's recovery, while the snake also looked happiest, glimpsing Kai. After this, Kai was seen at his home as the scene moved from there. He was watching an interview of the archaeologist and his granddaughter on a news channel, where they were telling everyone about the island and their adventure. It was also discovered that Kai had maintained dinosaur and snake models in his room. Showing this, the movie completes in this scene. Thanks for watching.